We'll go ahead and call the Economic Workforce Development Committee meeting to order. I know that we're on a short clock here going into the 4 o'clock gavel in. The first bill will be House Bill 770. This is very similar to a bill that we passed out that would exempt the folks that accelerate Mississippi workforce development from the public procurement review for rental agreements. We extended that 1 year. The House had extended it 3 years. I'm going to move that we amend their bill. I believe it's on line 399 and 856 to conform with what we did for 1 year. Any questions on the amendment? All right, for a motion.
How sufficient be
Well, we got
passed as
on
amended?
the amendment.
No.
And all in favor on the amendment? Aye. Any opposed? And then any questions on the bill? Sorry, for a motion now.
How sufficient be passed as amended?
Thank you, Senator Suber. The motion is titled sufficient to pass as amended. All in favor say aye. Opposed? Bill will be reported out. The second bill is paramedics recruitment and retention scholarship program to create. This is double referred to appropriations. I wanted to meet today to try to get this bill out. This is something I think Representative Carpenter had this bill on the other end, and that this was something that we're trying to address our shortage of paramedics across the state, and that I would have that motion for a reverse repealer. Are there any questions as relates to the motion? If not, move the adoption of the reverse repealer. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? All right, the ayes have it. And then any questions as relates to the bill? If there are none, for a motion
How sufficient be passed
as amended.
as
As
amended?
amended. All right, that's the motion. All in favor say aye. Any opposed? All right, bill will be reported out. 1303 is a relatively large bill that you have here. It is the Fresh Start Act. It is a bill that we have seen before. I'm going to go ahead and tell you up front, I'm going to offer a reverse repealer, excuse me, into this bill if there's not one in it already. There's not. This bill addresses primarily licensure and folks who have had a blemish on their record as it relates to a criminal event, whether it be a misdemeanor or a felony. It is something that I have not talked in depth with our cohorts on the House side, but it is a bill that we've seen before. And I would make a motion to put a reverse repealer in it at this time. Are there any questions? If not, motion for the reverse repealer. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? All right, and then questions as it relates to the bill itself. If there are no questions, I would ask for a motion.
How sufficient be passed as amended?
The motion is titled sufficient to pass as amended. All in favor say aye. Opposed? All right, that bill will be reported out. House Bill 1567. This bill does have a reverse repealer in it already. Council has informed me these are code sections. Chairman Bell on the other end had asked to keep this vehicle alive. So I would ask that we pass this out. And of course, obviously, we'd have to do something on the floor. Wouldn't want to send it back with a reverse repealer. Any questions on 1567, House Bill 1567? If there are no questions, for a motion.
How sufficient be passed?
Motion is titled sufficient to pass. All in favor say aye. Those opposed, that bill will be reported out. And then 1604 is another double referred bill. We had a version of this bill, I believe, that left the Senate that has some language. There is some conversation ongoing about this bill. And I am going to add a reverse repealer at the proper time if there's not one in the bill. And I would make that motion at this time, move that a reverse repealer be added into the bill. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? All right. And on the bill itself, there are two different issues within the bill. One has more to do with with the way that the high demand fields are chosen, different things over the years that we've brought Accelerate and the SWIB board on board to talk about those things, as well as dovetailing with our career coaches. So if we're trying to have our career coaches at the high school level get people into high wage, high demand careers, that we want to make sure that everything reflects to that. An additional part to this bill is that they want to do some monetary accommodation for the community colleges if they have those high demand career and technical education pathways, because as I understand it, those classes, because they're smaller certification classes, they often actually lose money on those classes. And so this would allow for that. Now, this also goes to appropriations. So there will be a second set of eyes on this bill as well. But that is an explanation of the bill, and I'd be glad to yield any questions on the bill. If there are no questions for a motion.
Title sufficient do pass as amended.
As amended. Thank you. The motion is title sufficient do pass as amended. All in favor say aye. Any opposed? Bill will be reported out. A motion. Thank you very much.